good to go. Yes. Excellent connection for now. Are we live? Looks like we're live. Let me double check this here. We're live. Awesome. Yeah, we're 15 minutes early. But that's okay. Alright. Let me shoot out. Yeah, we're live. Very good. Okay. I wasn't supposed to go live this early. I was just setting up the stream, and it must have hit go live by accident or set a setting. But that's okay. Let me quickly, not hear my own voice. Let me quickly post something on Instagram so that people on Instagram can find us here. Let's do a camera. And let's pan over the pieces. Oh ho. Alright. Oh ho. Let's turn off the audio. Do a little music track there. Megalovania usually works great. This is very unorthodox. I apologize, everyone. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I can see my picture, too. There you go. Alrighty. Perfect. Perfect. Get a link from YouTube. Share that. 1 second, everybody. This is... usually I'm more prepared than this, but I hit the live button and I don't feel like resetting the stream completely. So here we go. Hold on 1 second. Join the live sorting party. We'll go an extra few minutes just to make sure everyone can make it. Boom. Alright, we're good to go. Put that away. Let's do a proper intro, shall we? The more 10%, exactly. I'm pretty behind Scott, so we'll do a proper intro for everyone who's been watching so far. But thank you so much for joining, everyone. This is the Sunday sorting stream here with me, Mark. I could have had friends join me this weekend, but this was a little bit spur of the moment, spontaneous. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream today. I didn't know if I was going to be busy helping Steven or doing Lego stuff. We're prepping for a convention in just a few days now. I think it's like a little over a week and a half, maybe. So, yeah, a lot of excitement and busyness involved there. But I'm now mostly packed. I still have to finish and then pack Tron, but that's about it. Otherwise, Dune is all packed up, ready to go. The 24-hour castle, the Wolfpack castle is ready to go. All my 12-hour builds are ready to go. So I've got a huge stack of bins of Lego ready to go. So it's awesome. But yeah, we're unfortunately, though, with all that excitement, sorting has really fallen behind. We have so much unsorted Lego just starting to pile up. We have 2 bins over there, lots of small bins surrounding it now. So I'm going to try and sort some Tron and Dune pieces here. Like, here's some great colors to sort out into our pieces again so we can use them in future builds. One build I want to do for the 12-hour build challenge at some point is a Life on Mars creation. So that'd be super cool, and we'll need these pieces if I don't take apart Dune anytime soon. But let's say hi to a couple people in the chat. We've got Grumpy J, of course. First commenter. Good to see you, Grumpy J. Hope you're doing well. Cross Airborne Customs is here. We got Tegan. We got Michael. We got Scott Schiller. And Scott, I'm so glad you're feeling better and you're just a little bit bruised and swollen at this point, that your knee replacement surgery went well. I know that can be pretty, a little bit scary going into that. It's a pretty big surgery, but it sounds like you're doing all right. You got some Lego to keep you occupied. That's great. Cross Airborne Customs dropping all the emojis. Cross, I'm so glad you're a member and you have all those emojis at your disposal. They look great. Fantastic. Yes, sorry, the stream was a little early today. We started a few minutes early, but that's okay. I was ready to go, except for an Instagram story, so we're good to go. We're live now. We'll start sorting momentarily. Just want to go through a few comments and say hi to people. But let's see. Michael's here. I think we're live too. Exactly. I didn't realize we were live for probably 5 minutes just staring at the screen. So now I know that we're live. We're good to go. Noble Brick says, what is up, Mark? Good to see you, Noble Bricks. Hope you're doing well. T Valkyrie is here. Good to see you, T Valkyrie. And Scott, yes, more time to sort. Anna's World of Bricks is here. Mark sounds like he's saying he's ready to go. Exactly. I am ready to go. We're about to start sorting in a second. Michael says, Life on Mars would be so good. One of the first sets I got as a kid was from that theme. Me too, Michael. We must be similar in age. I remember Life on Mars was very influential for young Mark. Had a couple small sets from that theme. None of the big ones. But I did get some big Life on Mars sets later in life. So I have like the big base and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Grumpy J, look at all these Grumptastic people in the chat today. Yeah, the chat is pretty busy. There's a lot of cool emojis and friendly faces to see. So thank you all for joining. Cross Airborne Customs dropping all the green crystals. That is a great color right there. Just the neon green wash over everything. It's great. And BDD Builds, good to see you, BDD Builds. Good afternoon to you, too. It's only evening here on the East Coast, and barely so. Once it gets to 4 p.m., I think technically it's evening. But everywhere else, it should be kind of mid-afternoon. So hopefully you're having a good Sunday afternoon. I know there's playoff football happening, too. So if you're not watching the playoffs and you're watching me instead, thank you so much. I totally get it if you want to watch. I think the Eagles and Commanders are playing right now, so that's pretty cool. I'm curious to see who wins. I'd be excited for either team. I have no bias or particular interest in that game, but we'll see. I know a lot of Lego fans aren't football fans, but that's okay. What playoffs? Exactly, the NFL playoffs, the football, American football playoffs, so... let's see here. Go Bills. They play later. Exactly. I hope the Bills do well. I think the only team I don't want to see in the Super Bowl again is the Chiefs. I'd be excited for any of the other teams that have made it so far. But yeah, the Chiefs are getting a little bit, when you win a couple Super Bowls in a row, you start to get that kind of little bit arrogant, it just happens. But that's okay. We got a bunch of dark orange. Is one of my favorite colors to work with in Lego. It's such a nice color. It's kind of a rusty, kind of a nice earth tone. I could see myself doing some more Mars-inspired landscapes soon. Lego Space seems to do really well on my channel in particular, so I think I'm going to be leaning more into that in the future. I'm not into watching sports. Yeah, no worries, Cross. It's not for everyone. I like watching sports every now and then, mostly just highlights. I don't know if I would want to sit through an entire football game. It's usually like, an hour or two. So, I think you were slightly older because the theme launched before I was born. Oh, okay, then I'm significantly older then, yes. So. Honestly, don't know how I even got the set from it, to be honest. Okay, well, there you go, Michael. Yeah, I think if that was before you were born, then yes, I am a couple years older than you, maybe a decade older than you. But that's okay. I'm getting older. I keep forgetting I'm one of the older people now. Well, middle-aged at this point, maybe. I don't know. What is 30? Is that old or young? I guess it's what you make of it, actually. That's kind of deep. That's too deep for this sorting stream. Washington and Philadelphia is the second quarter. Ooh, nice. No spoilers if you're able to. Definitely want to watch the highlights later and be surprised at who wins. So. Ooh, this is a good piece. I'm going to have to save this out special. It's a tiny bit of sand red. It's a little grill tile. Practically useless for most mock applications for me, but this is a super cool piece. And hard to find. I don't think this piece is very valuable. Maybe 50 cents to $1. But yeah, not too crazy. So. Hey Mark, hey Tegan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. We started a little early, so hopefully we didn't surprise too many people, but we are here sorting some Lego. Already got some Dune stuff taken care of, so that's good. There's some beautiful coral pieces. This is such a vibrant color too, a kind of peachy color. I'd love to see some coral in a landscape mock. That'd be pretty cool. We got a couple memberships update. Grumpy J, member for 11 months of the Knights of Falworth. There you go. So, Grumpy J, you've been a member for as long as anyone, basically. And Scott Schiller, member for 9 months. Also a super long time. I think you guys are getting close to maxing out your brick badge, which should make you a gold brick member at, I think it's 12 months. And that's the maximum. So, congrats, guys. And thank you very much for supporting the channel directly. It really helps. So. You're like 1 decade and 4 years older, Mark. Exactly. Many years older. So. Tristan, I love coral. Yes, coral is a great color. I remember when they introduced it not too long ago. I say not too long ago, it was probably like 5 years ago. But yeah, coral is one of the better Lego colors they've introduced in a while. So. And T Valkyrie, also a member for 9 months. That's awesome. This must be like when I started doing memberships or something, because several people have updated memberships now. So. A month has passed for many users on the channel. There's also that light flesh color that they use for minifigure in the licensed themes. But that also goes in there. So. I didn't use any of that color on the Dune mock. I was thinking about it. I decided not to. Just because the minifigure's skin is also the same color. So. There's those nice tall corner slopes. Look at that. Those are very useful too. I could have used these in Dune. I guess I just didn't have the right shape ready for them. That's okay. No big deal. Cross dropping a bunch of light blue crystals. There you go. I love it. That's probably my second favorite color of Rock Raiders crystals, that light blue. Pretty neat. Colt is here. Good to see you, Colt. Hope you're doing well. We are sorting some Lego, as we try to do every Sunday. I didn't make it last Sunday, because I was feeling kind of tired after doing the Friday building stream just a little bit before. I think it was a Saturday instead of a Friday. Instead of Friday. So we were a little bit overwhelmed with streams last weekend, but this weekend didn't get around to building a stream Friday. I was letting Steven work on a big castle mock, which he is excited to bring to Atlanta BrickCon in just a few weeks. So that will be pretty cool when he can unveil that to the public. He was debating whether he wanted to post it before or after, so if you have an opinion on that, drop it in the comments. I can let him know. But that castle's pretty sweet. So I spent roughly 30 hours working on the Wolfpack castle for the video. Steven spent maybe like not even 20 hours on his castle, and it's super tall. It's like 4 feet tall and really got the cool architectural features. So Steven is every bit as fast a castle builder as I am, which is very impressive. So that was, I think people will be excited to see his build once he's ready to post it. So we need to finish a few details and then get some nice pictures of it. So put a few minifigs in it, that sort of thing. It should be good. Hope you're good too. Oh, thank you, Colt. I'm doing pretty good today. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream, and the start was a little awkward because I accidentally hit, go live before I was necessarily ready, a few minutes early, and we handled it pretty appropriately. We're fine. We're under control now. So. But I was surprised. I was looking at the screen, doing settings, and then people were like, "Oh, hey, we're live!" And I'm like, "We're live?" That was kind of amusing. Mark having a technical blunder, but that's okay. Anna's World of Bricks says, "I can't stay today, but just want to hop in and say hi." No worries, Anna. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I was able to check out your YouTube channel after the last stream, and I subscribed. I can see why you're so into animation. That seems to be what you tend to focus on with your YouTube channel, so that's pretty cool. A lot of different Bible stories acted out. So I'm a happy subscriber of Anna's World of Bricks. Definitely check her out if you have a minute. Luke Dukem is in the house. He's got the Emmett screaming emoji. There you go. Good to see you, Luke. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I dropped a tan brick in the orange pieces. Hold on. There it is. An imposter. Almost got on the orange pieces. Grumpy says, can't wait to see your guys' mocks in 2 weeks. Grumpy, we have an entire zone. I have 4 tables and Steven has 3. So that's what, 7 tables total? So there's a lot of mocks. Multiple castles, landscapes, sci-fi stuff. Dune is best seen in person, live. So I think you've seen the sandworm, but you haven't seen the landscape for it. So you'll enjoy seeing that, I'm sure. So. And we're excited to see what you bring too. I think you've got some cool tanks and stuff to show off, and hopefully a cool Tiki C-3PO, tropical C-3PO mock, which I have been following with great excitement, seeing that materialize. So, man, I wish I could build quickly again like that. But yeah, it sounds cool. Can't wait to see it. Well, when you have a lot of time on your hands, Michael, it's easy to do. If you're busy doing school or other life things, it can be a little more difficult. Thankfully, Steven and I are both pretty free except for Lego, so works out well. Manatee Bricks is here. Good to see you, Manatee Bricks. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for stopping by. I'm new to the channel, but I already love your stuff. Oh, thank you, Colt. I appreciate that so much. Glad you found our little YouTube channel here. We've just posted a cool thing on the Dune mock, so you can see that. You can see that in the community tab. We've been talking about that one behind the scenes wise for a long time, so that's finally unveiled. We should be posting up a finale video for Tron here soon, another couple weeks. That's something to look forward to as well. So more Tron soon. Actually, I can show you guys right now. Behind me is kind of a little further away. I don't know if I can necessarily zoom in. Let's see, can I move this? I might be able to move this. Hold on, ready? And there you go. So behind me, if the stream is still working, we can turn this on. There you go. You can see the beginnings of the next Tron building starting to form here. Still a lot of lights and bricks to put on there, but I have enough of both, so it should look pretty cool once it's done. But yeah, it's pretty neat. And we can even put on the party mode here. There you go. You can see it start to change colors. Looks pretty cool. I like it. And so this building, which was originally going to be somewhat of a last minute put something together, patch it up real quick building, is actually going to be one of my favorites, I think, because it's looking really good. All the pieces poured into the last one, just all the concentrated effort. So just another week of working on that, and I think it'll be done. I don't know if I'm going to get a recognizer or rectifier ship finished in time, but at least the building will look cool. So we're going to turn that one off, though. Actually, it's got battery life. We could leave it on for a little while. There's a cool background element. But we'll probably zoom out just a hair so we can get back to sorting. There we go. That's good. Yeah, maybe just a little bit that way. There you go. Hopefully not making people too dizzy by moving the camera around. That's the nice thing about streaming through OBS. You can actually kind of mess around with it a little bit, so that's cool. Love the lights. Oh, hey, Jacob, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, the lighting on Tron should be absolutely bonkers. There will be about 3,000 LED lights in the final mock once it's done. So, should be absolutely insane once it's all finally set up with the one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, that is the fifth major building in Tron, so it'll be pretty cool. Speaking of pretty cool, we got an entire bin of Dune leftover pieces done. So now Dune is done and the remainder of the pieces are sorted. So we're good to put this aside. And we can start to sort a small portion of the Tron leftover unsorted pieces. Basically, whenever I finish a mock or part of a mock or section, whatever's left, I'll probably scoop into a bin to sort for later. This is one of about a dozen of the ones that I've used in Tron, so lots of extra pieces. Things I can use actually like this, I could probably use in the current mock that I'm working on, so I'm glad I'm resorting these and getting them organized. But yeah, a lot of sorting to do after Tron and all the 12-hour builds. And Steven's mocks, I'll have unsorted brick from them now too, so definitely behind on sorting. So That could be like the club in Tron Legacy with the lights. Yeah, it is definitely got some more like minifigure hangout areas compared to the other buildings, which are just kind of, there's no access points, just a skyscraper. There's maybe a door at the bottom. This one has like several balcony areas where minifigures can stand, so you can have a little bit more life up higher versus just on the street level. So should look cool. And Cross Airborne Customs dropping the final color of Energy Crystal there. I love it. Looking pretty cool. That's what the emojis are for. They're for using, so great job, Cross. Setting world records for lights in a build? Possibly. I bet just it wouldn't be that hard to like make a Christmas tree or something and have 4,000 lights in it. But it is a lot of lights for a mock. It's one of the bigger, like fully everything in it is lit up with lights, lots of lights. So it is more lights than average for sure. I don't know if it's a record or anything, but it's not far, Michael. You're right. I could attempt to make a record with it, but I don't feel like calling anybody. So you got a lot of nice black pieces. There's a weird black slope. I could probably use that in the recognizer though. So if I end up having enough time to make that ship, I just need one cool spaceship to land. It's like a big kind of rectangle shape. That would be pretty cool. Hopefully I have time to work on that. I might. We'll see. If it takes me a long time to finish that and do a really good job on that, I'd rather make sure that was perfect before I start working on a spaceship too. One thing at a time. You can never be on top of sorting. You are right, Tegan. Never. It'll never be done as long as I build mocks. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, so I'll never be done with sorting. So it's basically unlimited stream potential. It's content, really. Because some people, like you guys, pretty much enjoy watching and chatting while we're sorting Lego, so it's a great way to have something to do on live streams. So there's a nice teal brick separator. Do you guys prefer orange or teal brick separators? I like the teal ones. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons? Oh my goodness, Colt. Yes, we just uploaded our first session of season 2 of Dungeons and Dragons in Legoland, Colt. You should definitely check that out. I think it's about an hour and a half of our first session with a new group. Me and a bunch of friends who are all from Lego or Lego Masters. We are all playing D&D together. Most of us are pretty new at it. I'm also still pretty much a noob, but I've played quite a bit in the past few months. So really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. We just filmed another session yesterday, so we're now about 4 or 5 sessions in, and they will start to drop about every month from here on out for a while. So yes, huge fan of D&D. The D&D CMFs are the best CMF line ever. The D&D set is really good too. That's one of the few modern Lego sets that I've gone out of my way to collect right away. So yeah, big fan. Don't think Christmas trees count as mocks, Mark, unless you mean a Lego one. I was talking about a Lego Christmas tree. I've seen some Lego Christmas trees before, but yeah, I mean, you'd have to make it a Lego for it to be a mock. You're right, Michael. No. I've seen Lego Christmas trees before. They haven't been like gigantic, but I think it was as tall as me. It was about 6 feet tall, a couple meters tall. So I think there's unexplored potential there, though. Tanner is here. Mark my boys 7 and 5 have come to y'all's store a lot. Can you help me explain to Caden Anderson how important Lego brick sorting is for building? Oh, so Caden and Emerson, Lego sorting is very important because you need to be able to find your pieces quickly so you're not wasting too much time looking for that one piece you need to finish your cool creation. So highly recommend you sort your Lego as you're able. So for example, I don't want to spend too much time sorting, so I do it in a simple way. You got it by color, so the grays over here, the yellows over here, the greens over here, and the blues over here. But you can get more detailed with your sorting, and that will actually speed up your building process, so it is very important. So definitely recommend getting into sorting at some point. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have to spend a little bit of time, basically every week, sorting some Lego to keep on top of it, stay organized. And you'll find that you're able to make better mocks because you have more time to build. You can find the pieces when they're available, and you can use all of your pieces more efficiently. So, highly recommend it. Same, I'm a noob. Oh yeah, so you are just getting into D&D as well, Colt. That's totally fine. I've noticed a lot of people getting into D&D recently. So I think that's it's a growing trend for new people to get into it. And it is pretty fun if you can do it with your friends. You can technically, basically, not, I don't know if you can do it alone per se, but you want to have a couple of good friends to do it with, and that works pretty well. So that's the one problem with D&D, probably. It's not easy to do it alone. Unless you can talk to yourself, which I do. There you go. But a lot of good black pieces. I think we'll be on this bin for the rest of the stream. It is a little past 4. We probably want to go to about, let's see, 5:15 or so, maybe. Maybe just before 5. We'll try and make it roughly an hour. We started about 15 minutes early by accident, but that's okay. That was a apparent misclick by me. Well, that's okay. Let's see. Tegan says, I made a train station canopy out of the orange separators. Ooh, that's a useful way to use that somewhat unusual piece there, Tegan. That's good. Yeah, I've seen some pretty cool creations with the brick separator. I haven't tried to use them in mocks anytime soon or anytime recently, but I think I've seen some cool people using it in cool ways. So. Oh yeah, it's so good that you have the sorting streams. Perfect motivation for me to bring slight order to the chaos of my work table every once in a while. Exactly. What's fun is apparently a lot of people like to either sort or build or do something Lego while listening and chatting along. So it's a great way to kind of connect with Lego fans as well. So I'm glad that people are enjoying this on multiple levels, not just watching it for pure entertainment, but also kind of engaging with it on their own too. So that's super cool. Yeah, if you can multitask a little bit, you're doing great. So. A lot of black pieces in here. That's actually really good though. All gonna be super useful. I got the idea off Pinterest and the station is black. There you go. Oh, yeah, Pinterest, yeah. Gotcha, Tegan. That's super cool. Fat Daddy Bricks, good to see you, Fat Daddy Bricks. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. We are sorting as usual on most Sundays. We started a little bit early by accident, but we are under control. I definitely didn't accidentally hit go live and sit there for 5 minutes wondering why everyone was chatting so aggressively. They weren't chatting aggressively. They were chatting enthusiastically like, oh, we're live. And I'm like, we're live? We're live? It's one of the more humorous starts for our stream, but that's okay. And so far, the Wi-Fi's been good. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Hopefully, it doesn't have any issues today. Last Friday, not this Friday, but the last Friday, we had multiple Wi-Fi issues. So hopefully, we are in the clear today. Haven't had any issues with the Wi-Fi so far today. So. A little bit of light gray in there. Some very useful bricks with studs on the side. You can see that. It's kind of a bright angle right there. That's a little bit better. Luke, why did you quit Atlanta Brick Co. and why? Well, Luke, unfortunately, both me and Steven left Atlanta Brick Co. It wasn't good, but I don't really want to go into too much detail here. All I know is I'm in a better place now on my own, doing my own thing. So, yeah, that's about it, though. It's unfortunate, but Atlanta Brick Co. will be fine without us. If they pay attention to what they're good at, which is selling Lego. Cross Everyone Customs dropping the Nick Bluetooth emoji. Probably my most cursed emoji that I put up there, but my friend Will really had a great suggestion with it. I think it's hilarious. I know people are a little polarized on Galador in general, but I mean, give it a try. It's also super cheap. Most of it is anyway. Some of them are a little more collectible now, but some of them are pretty easy to get. Like Nick Bluetooth, he should still be $15-20 to get, which is about what he was when he was brand new in 2002. So, recommend you try it just because it's so crazy. I'm a big fan of Galador. At first, I thought it was silly, and then I realized how cool it was and how underappreciated it was. So. Malistair is here. Good to see you, Malistair. Hope you're doing well. Malistair is our DM for our great little Lego-themed D&D campaign. He left us on quite a cliffhanger, though. No spoilers, but we were all amazed at what happened. And we have no idea what will happen next for several weeks. So he just wanted to give us a mighty cliffhanger to sit with for a few more weeks. So it'll be fun. Well, that's a lot of emojis. Oh, exactly. We have all the emojis. We peaked at 200 members. Now it's back to somewhere in the low 100s again. Because we had some people, Malistair and Grumpy J, donating an absurd amount of memberships, which was very generous of them. But yeah, we're back down into the, I think, right around 100, which is plenty of excellent members. So I'm very grateful for everyone who supports. So. Even watching the stream is a big support, so that's good. Here's some of my favorite Lego colors recently. We were talking about coral and sand red earlier, but satin/opalescent pieces are, I think, still underrated. They're in a couple sets. I see them in a lot of Friends, and like Disney princesses have a lot of them. City Space had a bunch of opalescent pieces, and I can't get enough of these things. They look so cool, and they also catch and refract the light very effectively. So when you're doing lighting stuff like Tron back there, these pieces are invaluable. So these are some of my favorite transparent elements. Highly recommended. Galador is balanced perfectly between cool and horrifying. It is the definition of Uncanny Valley, Michael. That is correct. Gonna go watch your Lego D&D campaign now. Bye. Take care, Colt. Thank you. And yeah, enjoy. Hopefully you like it. It was a lot of fun. I only had to bleep a few times. Use the censor. We've gotten a lot better at it in the past few sessions. I haven't had to bleep anybody for a while now, so we've gotten better. Trying to keep it family friendly for everyone, so. Scott Schiller says, Euripides rocks. Exactly, the frog guy. He's super cool. Super unusual, but super cool. He's got telekinetic powers when the plot demands it. So. There we go. Yeah, we'll be pulling lots of black and transparent light blue pieces out of here for a while, because this is all Tron-related bulk pieces. A few other ones sneaking in, too. Like, there's a coral plate panel from, I think that's from video, actually. A terrible theme. Cool piece, though. I should figure out a way to use that. T-Valkyrie, I'm piecing together 6195, so found the dark blue windscreen in a bulk lot. Ooh, very cool. Michael says, well, my membership isn't going anywhere. Pretty much the only thing I can afford nowadays. Hey, there we go, Michael. I'm glad you can afford it. I would hope that most people can afford 99 cents. So trying to keep it as least bothersome as possible. So that hopefully it's not a problem to support if you feel like it. I don't like charging much for simple behind the scenes emojis. It's not too crazy, but it's something. So I'm doing what I can. I need to do more members exclusive videos. I got some ideas cooking. I'll hopefully get those filmed and edited soon. I think I'll have a little more time once the convention is wrapped up. And I can sort down 12-hour builds and not have them just inundating everything. So, kind of looking forward to after the convention to get back to the normal phase of things in a way. So. But the convention is going to be a lot of fun too, because we got a ton of mocks to bring, a ton of people to see, a ton of things to do. So, looking forward to that too. Lots of great black Technic pieces. I don't know what I could use these for right now. Probably internal structures. Very useful. There's some nice Tron printed dishes too. Does this one have a crack in it? No, it's good. That's good. We'll put that with the printed pieces. I probably won't need these for anything. Unless I make a car, which I could make a car. I might have to make a vehicle, an off-roader. That'd be neat. Here's the dark blue arch. That's kind of rare. It's cool. Mark always checking the bodies in the sun. Exactly. Oh, Mark always checking. Exactly. The beginning of our D&D session starts a little bit dark. We're in a dungeon and there's some deceased minifigures with us, but we managed to escape eventually. I will say that much. It's mostly Ashcrom, to be honest. The barbarian, exactly. Chris, his character Ashcrom is a little bit rowdy. That happens. Somebody should teach them how to breach properly. Exactly. Yeah, we do not know how to work as a team. That's one of our great weaknesses so far, but we're working on it. We're trying our best. We'll get better as we go along. Luke, you've mentioned Bitcoin on a previous video. What's your view on it? Did I mention Bitcoins? Huh. I think it's interesting. I can't afford any Bitcoin or investments right now. But, yeah, as long as you're careful not to, not dropping all your life savings in Bitcoin or things like that, I think you're fine. It's like if you have a little bit of disposable income and you want to try and venture to get a little bit more, sure. It's like gambling. Probably better returns than most gambling, so that's good. But I don't know that much about it, so I wouldn't say I'm an expert at it at all. So. Grumpy just says, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Yes, convention's coming up. Grumpy J will be there. Nexus to Zach will be there. Lewis will be there. Lewis is part of our D&D campaign. So, a lot of things to look forward to there. I'll be there in spirit, Mark, but one day I'll make it. There you go, Michael. Just keep working on your great build that you're doing and post pictures of it on your Instagram because I want to see it. I was excited to see the updates you posted in your story not too long ago. So. I'll take them off your hands. You going to do Tron motorbikes? Yes, Tegan, I've already got Tron motorbikes. They are done, have been for a while. They don't light up. And I don't think I'm going to be able to figure out a way to make them light up because they're so small. They're smaller than the set, actually. Because I wanted them to be kind of minifigure scale appropriate. The ones in the set are a little big. So, yeah. They're not perfect, but they convey the impression. So. Teaver is here. Good to see you, Teaver. Hope you're doing well. If you need a cool custom hat, Teaver has got you covered. Well, actually it's over there. I could go grab it. But I've got a cool Rock Raiders hat that I purchased, I believe, or I was gifted. I think I was gifted. And I need to do a post on that so I can feature him. But yes, if you need a hat, reach out to him on Instagram because he does the most amazing custom Lego hats ever. So worth checking out. I gambled a bit on crypto a few years back. Almost made the money I invested back. Almost being the operative word, yeah. It's more, right now it's more akin to gambling than investing, in my opinion. It's just very volatile, but I think eventually it'll get a little bit more, I don't know if regulation will help it or not, or if it'll make it more stable, but eventually I think it's going to get better, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know that much about it, like I said. But I have an optimistic view on it. I don't think it's going away anytime soon. So. Someday I'll make it to some conventions over on the other side of the country. Yep, absolutely, Dusty. We are looking forward to your arrival one day. But until then, take care of your family. Have fun doing your videos. If you need some good LEGO content to watch, go check out Dusty's YouTube channel. Been posting a lot of friends and animal-related builds that are pretty cool. Worth checking out. Yeah, Dusty, we got to get you over here for a cool convention. Atlanta BrickCon would be a good one, but yeah, that is a long way to travel. I'm surprised you've even made it over here at all. The one time you're here, or you might have been here more than once, but the last time you were here, we got to say hi, and that was great. So we'll get you back over here. Give it some time. Lego outperformed gold for a long time, most of the 2000s. Yes, for a long time, Lego investing was a really solid way to return on your investment, especially if you were buying Star Wars sets or other, more collectible themes. Not every set goes up, but some certainly do. So. I think it's still a pretty good investment. Usually, you're not normally going to lose lots of money buying Lego if you go to resell it later. But I don't think it's the surefire way to get your money back or get 400% back on your stuff every single time. But it's pretty good, I think. Still doing all right. So. I think Lego is producing so many new sets right now that people are less worried about collecting the old ones. I think that's contributing to that. So. Because, the old ones are cool. But I think that with the amount of stuff that they're producing now, yeah, people are just like, I want the new D&D set. I want the new Legend of Zelda set. I want the new Star Wars Death Star that's coming out eventually. They're looking forward versus backwards now. So, I'm here listening while I clean the kitchen. There you go, Gloria Erickson. Thanks for tuning in, Mom. Appreciate it. Dusty the Bricks said, just once. I'm hoping next year I can make it back over that way. There you go, Dusty. Even for just a couple days, whatever you can do. We'd be happy to see you. But we understand why you can't make it all the time. You're a busy man. You got a full life with your family. I've very recently gotten into Lego investing a bit. Well, if the order I placed last year can finally arrive, bought a D&D fig box on Bricklink. Oh my goodness, well hopefully it arrives at some point, Michael. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I've got some, I opened all of my D&D figs, I think. Yes. So I don't have a lot of sealed sets saved. But there's a couple that I haven't opened yet. I probably will open at some point. Like, I still have a few Bricklink sets lying around. They've probably gone up a little bit at this point. Those ones tend to go up quite a bit from their original price, so... Chrome Vader's here. Good to see you, Chrome Vader. Hope you're doing well. Gold is kind of a poor investment. When the market is climbing, you can earn dividends quickly, but most of the time it's just store of value that fluctuates. Yeah. So gold isn't always the surefire way to get tons of return on investment, but yeah, it's always there. You can always get gold and it's always worth something. So may not be worth more, but it'll be worth something. Like the whole collection. There you go. Yeah, the D&D figs, a box of those, will be worth a lot of money one day. That I can tell you. I think right now it's not going to be terribly expensive. It's probably going for what it is retail, but eventually. I'm going to record this clip and save it for later. Laundry sorting day right now. Hey, laundry is important too. I still have to do that too. Everyone does, Luke, so it's okay. Think of how nice it'll be when it's all taken care of. It'll be great. If I won the lottery here in New Zealand, would you and Steven come over for our Lego show here in Hamilton, New Zealand in August? So I would want to visit New Zealand just because it's cool. You wouldn't have to pay me that much. I think that if I had a little bit more disposable income, I'd want to visit New Zealand one day and Australia one day. Those are some cool places. So. If you won the lottery, buy some Lego, Tegan. You can always watch streams and say hi to me here. But yeah, one day I'll make it. One day. Bucket list item, of course. I gotta stop by and say hi to Tegan and all the other New Zealand people. I know a couple people from New Zealand, actually. I know 3 or 4 people from New Zealand. All Lego fans. All great people. Fat Daddy Brick says the Paladins will go up like crazy. Yes, they already are more collectible than the other ones, but they're going to be $50, no problem. I don't know if they'll be the most expensive because I think Lego did produce a lot of D&D figures. So I think that they are not rare, but people are buying a lot of them. They're making armies of them, big armies. So I think that they are going to be valuable, like you said. How's everyone Wolfpack Beastmaster Hunt going? I've been striking out. Oh no, Travertine, I'm sorry to hear that. I got 2. I paid a little extra to get them online from a scalper, basically, but I don't mind paying a little extra more if it saved me time, and I needed them for the Wolfpack Castle video, so I wasn't going to try and get lucky here in my area. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is for everyone, but I know this is for some people. I've got a lot of LEGO fans in my area. For example, my friend Rich, Intense Bricks, he has been collecting them quite a bit, because he also likes Wolfpack. And he's been having to drive far away to find them because there aren't any in our area because they're all gone already. So, yeah, I don't think there's much chance of me getting tons of them, but I only need like 5 or 6. I don't need a whole army, just a little squad. So, I think I can get maybe 2 or 3 more and I'll be doing pretty well. And even if I have to pay a little more online, I don't mind doing that. I just don't want to pay more than like $15, $20 a figure. And I think he is kind of in that range right now, so we'll see. So, hopefully we can find some more of them. More people get them and they just want to sell them for a few dollars more versus $10, $20 more. So. Oh, I would buy a lot of Lego if I won. There you go, Tegan. I would also buy some Lego too, for sure. I'd get some of the new sets that I haven't sprung for yet. Oh, I got a set I can show you guys really quick. Hold on. Put this piece over here. So, a relatively new Lego set. I think this is a January 1st release. Got the medieval dragon. Pretty awesome. I didn't even notice the treasure chest down there. That's actually kind of cool. So I'm going to be building this later. I like the sea serpent too. That's a really great alt mod. Alt build. There's like a phoenix here too. So I'll be building this at some point soon. Brand new, ready to go. I'll probably put him next to my D&D dragon up there. So he'll be safe. So that's cool. I've heard it's really good. Everyone's been raving about it on Instagram, so I'll be excited to build it at some point. I don't know if I'll make it a live stream. Do you guys like watching people build sets in live stream? I think it's... I'd rather do something that is less common. Like, everyone does set reviews. Everyone does live set builds. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, anybody can do that. That one might be worth doing, because anything castle tends to do pretty well on my channel too, so... We'll see. I might do a poll. This is, of course, going to have to be after the convention, too, because I'm not going to have time to do an extra stream between now and the convention. I got to work on that Tron build. Sorting is pretty essential, so I'll be sorting for a while, but yeah. How long does a CMF series run for these days? Haven't been out to the stores, but I would like to find a Wolfpack fig. Chrome Vader, they usually go for about a year. But the amount that you'll find in stores will vary greatly. So they're definitely going to be everywhere. The release date, which in this case I think was a January 1st release. And so they're going to be everywhere then. But they might not restock them for a while. Might be hard to find them for a couple months. And then usually there's a big heavy restock like halfway through the year. And then they can't really get rid of them because there's too many of them. And sometimes you'll even see them go on sale in some places. And then... towards the end of their run, you won't find them anywhere because they've been put on sale, they've been clearanced out. So it kind of depends, but you should be able to find one between now and next January. So, in stores, somewhere. You can get them basically anywhere nowadays. I think they even sell them at Walgreens in some places, so. Like, even, not convenience stores, but like, yeah, pharmacies. Smaller shops, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, very common place to find Lego stuff, including CMFs. So, good stuff. Yes, I like that dragon set, said Teever. Creator's such a great line. It is now. For a long time, Creator was kind of lame, but we've got really good designers working in that theme now, like Aaron Newman, who designed this one, and the fox, and a giraffe, and some... really great creature-related models, so some really great talent working in Lego right now. You can see some great results in the sets. So, not every set is a hit, but I think that overall Lego sets are better than they've ever been. I think that's pretty safe to say. Corrupted Stud. That's a cool name, Corrupted Stud. I was finally able to get myself the Medieval Market and D&D figs for Christmas. There you go, Corrupted Stud. That is a great little collection of medieval pieces. It's a good time to be a Castle fan in Lego. I think there's a lot of set and minifigure options. For a long time, it was hard to find Castle stuff. After the 2013 wave, there was a bit of a drought, and you couldn't find anything. But now it's all back, so that's good. Yeah, definitely keep up the sorting instead of set building, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Michael. But if people really want to see me build a set, I'll do it. But I think that it's just like you can probably watch somebody do it better on a different stream. I don't think that's as original as sorting or mock building. There's things that are more specific to me that I think I can do better than what everyone else is doing. So. Because I don't think I can do what everyone else is doing better than what everyone else is doing. I think they can actually do it better than me. So I think I should try to be original, unique. So, like, I'm not going to do set reviews. Never going to do set reviews. Because why watch me talk about a set when you can watch Jang Bricks or Tiago or other great set reviewers. They do it so well. So not worth it. Better to do 12-hour build challenges. Not many people can do that. So. They need to bring back the flip-top lid boxes. That would be cool. Chrome says, cool, thanks. I've seen them at the Barnes & Noble. Yeah, that's probably where I would look for them. But Walmart and Target usually have them. Official Lego stores will have them as well. And sometimes even the employees will offer to help if they're really nice. Or if you hang out there too long. That's more my case, but I'll save this one for later. That's very useful. Well, the stream is going good. We're at 4:30, so we've been streaming for about 45 minutes, I believe. Yes. So, doing good. We can stream for at least another 15 minutes, maybe all the way to 5, just to keep, some consistency there. So, I started a little early. It doesn't mean we have to end early, too. So, I'm going to have to watch the beginning of this video back again and see how long it took me to realize before we were live. Because I think I don't remember hitting go live, like specifically clicking it. So I think it just, I started the stream in OBS and it should sit there and wait for a minute, but it just started going. I have to figure out what happened so I don't do that again. Dragonborn Paladins versus Wolfpack. Who wins? Dragonborn Paladin, man. He probably has like flame breath or something he can do. Dragonborn Paladin every single day. Wolfpack's really cool, and he's got his cool wolf friend who could help. But the Dragon Paladin has much more armor too. I mean, it's just he wouldn't lose unless the Wolfpack was ambushing. If that's the case, if he surprised him, maybe he could beat him or capture him. The Lego Creator Shark is one of my recent favorites of mine. Yes, there's a little shark, and I think there was a slightly larger shark. There's a couple of shark-related sets. There's a nice little owl set that was really cute. I got that one just for fun. Some great stuff. The other Luke says, people want to see mocks. I agree, Luke. That's where I've found the most traction is from posting mock-related content. Lego builds, especially Lego themes that people want to see. So, Wolfpack. Everyone's excited about the Wolfpack figure. That video did pretty good. I think I can keep making mocks all day long, and that's a good way that I can create original, fun-to-watch content. So. Also, I do have to say, I love the Dune mock you made so much. Oh, thank you, Corrupted Stud. Yes, the Dune mock was a little bit of work. The landscape, kind of had to rebuild it, basically, because it wasn't working right. But I'm glad you like it. I really like it. It did pretty well on YouTube. It's one of my higher-than-average videos. But on Instagram, it did insanely good. I mean, that's my most liked thing I've ever posted anywhere. So, very happy with the response on Instagram on that one. So. I think it's easy to get a good response when you have cool music you can put to it on Instagram. YouTube long-form videos are less friendly to that. I tried to put a little Dune music in the my intro, and it didn't. It's like, hey, no Dune music. We'll take all your copyright money. We'll take all your ad revenue. Fat Daddy Brick says, now is the time for LEGO to bring back Castle Battle Packs. Oh, man. Fat Daddy, I would love that. That'd be awesome. Rob Claxton is here. Good to see you, Rob. Member for 7 months. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Yeah, it's also a bit hard to do unique stuff for LEGO, I feel like. Yes. So, a lot of people are building a lot of things. And sometimes it's a little hard to stand out or not to do something that's been done before. But if you just kind of... You can do something that's common, like Star Wars, and still find a way to make it new. I think there's still ways to take techniques that have been done before, take themes and like a different scene, different environments, and you can make it your own. So I think it's just a little bit of paying attention. Make sure you're not being too unoriginal. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. A little bit of unique spin, a little bit of creativity, and it's your thing. So. It's possible. But it is something you need to be aware of. So. Olive Brick is here. Good to see you, Olive Brick. Hope you're doing well. We are sorting some Lego, as we try to do most Sundays. We're actually doing really good on parts. This bin went... we've gotten through this bin very quickly. That's good. It's mostly black pieces from Tron, so that helps a lot. I'm mostly just going like this for each piece. But once we're done, if we get this bin done, we might get it done. We'll see. If we get this bin done, I can go grab another bucket of pieces. There's a bunch of Tron right back there. I can grab some. Yeah, we want to stream for probably till about 5 p.m. Rob, I am my own lug. Yes, Grumpy Lug. I'd join that. When are you starting your own lug, Grumpy? I'll be a Grumpy Lug fan. Do you prefer Insta or YouTube then? I'm kind of half and half right now. I'd love to be more on YouTube though. I'd like to be more known as a YouTuber. Because YouTube will actually pay you for posting cool stuff. Instagram doesn't really do that. They don't really have the best ad revenue sharing options. So I think I'm going to be as much on YouTube as possible. At least weekly uploads for videos and shorts and stuff. So. But that doesn't mean I'll stop posting things on Instagram. Like, for example, I haven't stopped posting on Facebook, even though very few people use Facebook or see my stuff because of the way the algorithm works now. Just is not as good for groups or pages or even, like, original art. It's all just, you know, AI memes now on Facebook. So I think that is dried up quite a bit as far as Lego accessibility. But... yeah. I still intend to use both for quite a bit. I still have more followers on Instagram because I've been using that one longer. So I haven't been using YouTube as consistently for as long. For a second I was like, Doom music? Hey, I like Doom music too. That's a great soundtrack. It's very intense, but I like it a lot too. It's something I would actually like to build at some point. I don't know if I could build a full-size Doom guy, but that'd be pretty cool. What about Twitch? Also not super excited about Twitch. There's just a lot less Lego people on there, but I'll probably do some stuff with Twitch eventually. Not anytime soon, though. I do have a Twitch account, but it might be a while before I actually stream Twitch stuff. Although, there's a lot of people on Twitch, and they do also have pretty good options for... being reimbursed for your work, so I think that I could see myself on there one day. I know, I almost said Nick Brick, but Brick and Nick, he's done some great stuff on Twitch for a long time. Probably the best known Lego Twitch streamer. So that's cool. They do have categories for it too, so that's good. Crosshair when Customs dropping all the fall with shield emojis. I love it. Yeah, Instagram and YouTube are kind of the best Lego social medias. Yeah, right now for sure. Back in the day, Flickr was the place to be, man. Flickr was so cool. There was a bunch of fun Lego people there. It was great. And then Yahoo bought it, and they started updating it every couple months, making it worse and worse and worse each time. So they just kind of ruined it for everybody. But there's still some Lego people on there if you go there. But it's kind of like a ghost town. sadly. So, but during its heyday, Flickr was pretty crazy. I was there, man. I was there. But Mark, you're already a high guard in the Grump National Protection Forces. Hey, there we go. I appreciate that, Grumpy J. I am a high guard. I like that. Gato is here. Hi, Mark. I'm new on the channel. What's up? What you doing? So, Gato, we are sorting some Lego. Just going through, taking the pieces that are disorganized. Like, these are the remains from working on Tron builds. And we're trying to organize them by color. So you can see I've got the black pieces here. Got the gray pieces here. Light gray over here. Trying to sort them all out so I can use them again in new mocks. Keeping them organized. If I don't do this every now and then, it gets piled up. You can I don't know if you can see this, but on the preview trailer, we've got several bins worth of unsorted Lego we need to get through. So we need to make some progress. But yeah. It's a fun time. We just basically sort Lego, chat about life, all sorts of good stuff. But glad you're able to make it, and yeah, check out some videos. We got some cool shorts and some long format videos. The 12-hour build series is pretty fun. So. Been using YouTube for longer, but I have over 400 more followers on Instagram and then subs on YouTube. I think it is a little bit easier to gain growth on Instagram, at least early on, especially. So, yeah, I think that makes sense, Olive. I know I have more followers on Instagram as well. Although it's closer than it was, but it's still more on Instagram for sure. I got back to the Lugnet days. Oh my goodness. So I know what the Lugnet days are because I was kind of on the tail end of that. But that goes back, man. I was there 3,000 years ago. You're like Elrond telling them about the original War of the Ring. That's great. I've seen Skillet twice now. There you go. Skillet, that'd be pretty cool to see in concert. I haven't been to that many concerts. This is too noisy. I want to keep my hearing as long as possible. I heard from another Lego content creator that there is a Lego social media platform called Bricked. Interesting. Don't know about that one. They've made some official Lego social medias, but those are not very good. There's been some unofficial ones that have tried to happen, like Brickley. They tried to do that for a while. It got bought out and they stopped using it. Yeah, just stuff like that. So I could see people doing a wholly original Lego social media content at some point. That'd be cool. I actually don't mind sorting. That's good, Tegan. I don't mind sorting either. I just usually don't have a lot of time for it. I'm so busy building creations that I run out of time to sort them. So. But the older I get, the less it bothers me. I actually don't mind sorting now. I'm excited about getting all this stuff organized so that I can build more. Mark, what's your favorite Lego theme? Do you like Star Wars? I love your mocks. Oh, thank you. Favorite Lego theme? Probably Castle. I'm really excited about the medieval dragon that came out recently. This is a great set. I'm going to build this later. But Castle's probably my favorite. I like Star Wars. I have a couple Star Wars sets. I haven't felt the need to build Star Wars mocks, though, yet, because Star Wars mocks are really cool, but I've never built one before. I wouldn't know where to start. I didn't even know what scene I would do. So eventually, I'll have to do one at some point. But yeah, I do like Star Wars, though. I think that Star Wars is a very important part of Lego themes. Very important theme. So. Classic Castle even further back. Classic Castles is pretty early there, too. Anyone else also watching this while sorting? There you go. That's the way to do it. You get multitasking. That's the way to do it, man. You got to do something while you're listening to a live stream. Eventually I should have some music going. That way it could be more chill. No, I'm studying. Hey, studying is important too, Corrupted Stud. That's very good for your future, I'm told. So. Eddie says, I always enjoy sorting as well. Hey, there we go. We're all getting some good sorting done. I'm actually very glad I sorted this bin because all these little bricks will be so useful for that Tron build right over there. I'm just going to move this black bin directly over there and start building with it later. Maybe not today, but tomorrow, absolutely. At least 4 hours tomorrow. So, get some headway on this building. So. I went to a flea market, but there was no Lego, so I bought some toy cars that I found are actually worth money. Hey, there you go. Flea markets can be fun like that. Rob says, Mark, are you and Steve ready for Atlanta BrickCon next week? Yes, Rob. It's coming up soon. It's like, I think either just over a week or a week. I've got pretty much all my mocks packed up at this point, except for Tron, which I'm still trying to finish that building at the very least. And then maybe another spaceship to throw in there as well. But once Tron is done to the point where I'm able to work on it, I will pack it up and then I'll be ready to go. So I just need to pack some clothes too. Mark, oh yeah, we got that one. I forgot about the new dragon set. Need that one. Yeah, Grumpy, you have a dragonborn army, so that would be a pretty good thing to have in your army, I think. Might be useful. Notch's brother, I've been rushing through sorting all my random bins so I can get back to work on a project for Brickworld Chicago. That's pretty cool. Brickworld Chicago, if you're bringing something there, you got to make sure it's all ready to go. Because there's some really cool mocks out there. So. But yeah, Brickworld Chicago, man, that's cool. I'm listening while working, but I would rather be sorting or building. There you go, Chrome Vader. It's good to have something to listen to while working. Keep you kind of mentally stimulated while you work on stuff, so that's cool. We are getting towards the bottom of this bin, and we are getting towards 5 o'clock, so we still got a little bit of time, but don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already, because that really helps the channel. Appreciate it, guys. If you feel like liking, I would not begrudge a like or two, you know what I'm saying? Helps this video reach more people. I'm rushing to get my builds for Brickworld Chicago. There you go. Brickworld Chicago. That's June. That's a little ways away. You still got a few more months, but if you're bringing something to Chicago, make it your best thing ever. So, you'll want to. Everyone else does. They make their best stuff and bring it to Chicago. I'll make it to Chicago again one of these years. Probably not this year. I'm just going to be busy. But I'll make it again. I basically go every 3 or 4 years. I'll go once. Dragonborn Dragon Riders sounds good. I mean, that sounds pretty dragon themed, Grumpy, right? I think that makes sense. Eventually, you should get the dragon set. I got it once they dropped double VIP points, and I'm like, okay, that's a good time to buy it. So I almost went and bought it right away as it first came out, but then I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait a little bit. So, not in a huge hurry. Normally, they don't like sell out of creator sets. They're still available. So. Corrupted Stud said, who else is excited for the leaked Pirates of the Caribbean set? I didn't hear about that, Corrupted Stud. That's awesome. Pirates of the Caribbean will sell well if they make it again. So. I don't know if it's there's in the UK, but do you know FNAC, a gift card for 25 euros is probably going to be for the Creator Dragon with the complete D&D minifig collection. I can do good mocks. Well, if you got a gift card, D&D CMFs would be a good way to spend that, because those are some great figures. If you can find the Dragon Paladin, that's the best one, in my opinion, so absolutely recommend it. So. The only Lego convention I've been to was Brick Universe in Albany. Yeah, I've heard Brick Universe could be fun. I've never been to a Brick Universe, but I've heard it's pretty good. I like to go to conventions that are close to me so I don't have to drive too far. The only time I've gone to a convention that was really far away was Brick Slopes over in Utah. That's a long way from Georgia where I am. But I had a great time. I just felt a little sad that I couldn't bring anything with me because it's just not going to fit on the plane. So I think I like to bring mocks. And that means I usually have to drive because they're usually somewhat large. And that means that it has to be within a day's drive, which is, you know, the East Coast. Pretty much stuck on the East Coast. Another Lego ship is always a win. Exactly. Lego pirate ships, always a win. Always doing good with that. Can never have enough Lego pirate ships. The Barracuda Bay one was really good too. That's one set I do regret not getting was the Barracuda Bay one. I might have to find it at some point. Brickworld Chicago is only 20 minutes away from me. Oh man, no wonder you go every year. That's awesome. Yeah, if it was 20 minutes away from me, I would be there every year. All the time. No worries. Unfortunately, it's more like a 12-hour drive for me, and it's doable. I've done it a couple times, but I don't think I can go all the time. You know what I'm saying? I go once every couple of years. It's kind of expensive to pay for hotel and stuff too, so easier to do it a little closer. Black Falcon Brick Studio is here. Anyone else going to Brick Fair Chantilly this August? That's another good convention. Brick Fair in Chantilly, a lot of fun. I haven't been to the Fredericksburg one. I've heard it's pretty similar. I'm not going this year. It's also just a little bit far. It's about 11-hour drive. It's about the same distance to Chicago, honestly. So probably not going to make it this year. But I'm definitely looking forward to the cool mocks. There's always some cool creations. Last year there was a really cool Halo display, which I wish I had seen in person. But yeah, not this year. I think the only big show I'm doing this year is going to be Atlanta BrickCon, pretty much. And then a couple smaller ones that are also pretty close. Like there's one in Charleston, there's a couple in Florida, which is not too far a drive for someone in Georgia. So mostly Southeast for me. Trying to not do too many conventions. It's easy to go overboard. Spend a lot of money traveling, so. I need a Barracuda Bay too. Yep, Travertine, we're in the same boat. Pun intended. BDD Build says, I'll be going to Brick Fair Chantilly and I hope to have my Skyrim mock completed for it. That's your goal then there, BDD Build. That's awesome. That is a cool mock. So you've got that on your Instagram. I don't know if you're posting... Are you posting YouTube videos for your Skyrim mock BDD Builds? Because I'd watch them. But go follow BDD Builds on Instagram. Look up the Skyrim mock. It's looking awesome. So. Lego Game Boy. Yep. Lego Game Boy should be cool. I've seen some people do great mocks of the Game Boy. But doing a set is kind of a no-brainer. Especially if they can get some sort of functionality. Even just like a removable cartridge or something. Yes, there is a Lego Game Boy set coming. They did post that on their official Instagram. That is confirmed. I would imagine it's the Game Boy Color, but maybe it's a different Game Boy. Maybe it's the original Game Boy. Or like a Game Boy Advance or something. It's a Game Boy something. Could be anything. I think Game Boy Color is the most popular though, so. I had a Game Boy Color. They were a lot of fun. I probably still have it somewhere. I know my brother does. My brother still got his somewhere. That was like childhood. That was great. Black Falcon Brick Studio says, sup? Not too much. Just doing some sorting. We got a little bit more time left. Probably about another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. My voice is getting a little tired, so we're going to wrap it up at some point. And I got to grill some barbecue ribs for dinner. That's going to be nice. Gonna be eating good tonight. Skyrim mock sounds interesting. Yes. Worth checking out, Michael. He's on Instagram. Look him up. I'm taking notes on his palisade technique because it looks great. Yeah, we'll finish this bin up and probably wrap up the stream then. We still got some pieces left in here. A real DMG 001 will cost less than the Lego version, probably. Yep, exactly. The OG Game Boy, yeah. Probably, honestly. That's hilarious. But will it be Lego, though? It won't be Lego yet. That's the problem. Yeah, I do not have much content on YouTube, but I'll probably post an overview video of the completed mock. Yes, BDD builds. That would be a good, even if you can't do a ton of LEGO YouTube videos, that'd be a great one to kind of commemorate and, not archive it, but keep it so that you can remember it and watch it. And like people said, oh, you made a Skyrim mock back in the day? It's like, yeah, here's the link. Boom. You know, I still do that with some of my older castle mocks. Or Rock Raiders, for example. I could throw them a Rock Raiders video. So. Good way to catalog that information. So. Luke Dukem says, buddy of mine customized my Game Boy Color in advance with see-through shells and backlit screens. Dude, you got a buddy. Your buddy's the cool guy, man. That's awesome. I know that you could get some see-through shells, like my brother had the purple one, which was kind of semi-transparent. But if he's got custom ones, that's pretty neat. That's crazy. And the funny thing is, they're probably all still working if you give them new batteries, so you can just customize them up and they'll last forever, so that's great. Luke Dukem says, buddy of mine, customize... Oh, no, I got that one. Chrome Vader said, I had a Barracuda Bay a while back, but it got sold in a great set clearing that occurred to make space for a shift in focus to mocks. Okay, Chrome, I got you. That makes sense if you're like needing the space and maybe even a little funds to make some mocks. That makes total sense. I get it. Yeah. I wouldn't even know where to put it if I had it, because most of my shelves are pretty full. There's a spot there now though, so I could put it up there. But yeah, the space becomes an issue really fast if you don't have like a big Lego space. I have a pretty big Lego space, and even I am running out of space these days. So I'm very grateful to have a nice Lego room. DMG 001 is an OG Game Boy. There, yes, the original non-color version of the Game Boy. Yes, I didn't have one of those, but my friend did, and I remember what it looked like playing it. It's pretty similar to the Game Boy Color, just a little bit more, boxy. Yeah, but Mark, I have the complete D&D minifig collection. I have a Dragon Paladin open, another sealed, 2 Wolfpack guys open, another one sealed. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's a great collection. Tegan says, I'm nervous to do videos for YouTube. Oh, well, Tegan, I'll watch them. But I understand. When I started doing my first YouTube videos, back when I was working on my castle mock, that was probably 2020, 2021, I was so nervous. You can watch my first video. I'm like, hey guys, how you doing? Oh, we're doing a castle update. And that's pretty natural. It's pretty normal to be nervous in front of the camera. But eventually, once you get a lot of practice, it's not a problem. Like right now, I'm pretty relaxed talking in front of a live stream. But when you start out, yeah, you're going to be nervous. And that's just how it is. It's all about practice. Because there was a time I was too afraid to get up on a stage and talk to people. I could never speak in front of a crowd. Now I do it at every convention I go to because they ask me to. I do Q&A panels. It's you get used to it. It's practice. I was very shy. I learned how to not be shy. Take care, Corrupted said. Good luck on your studying. Oliver Rick said, I'm not good at mock building. I'm trying to get better at it. Hey, that's also, a lot of it is practice. A lot of it's knowing what techniques you want to use to complete different parts of the build. So studying other mocks and looking up other mock builders is a great way to expand your knowledge on what to do. So that's a really good way. And just the more you build, the more you learn, and the better you get at it. I guarantee. I've been building mocks for 25 years. And after 25 years, you learn a thing or two, and you even collect some pieces. So the more time and effort you put into it, the better it gets. A lot of this is, unfortunately, practice and patience. So, Ninjago Wolfpack is here. Good to see you, Ninjago Wolfpack. Hope you're doing well. Teaver says, I had an OG Game Boy and later a GBA SP. I don't know what GBA SP is. I have to look that up. My hands cramp up too much to play handhelds anymore. Ah, yes. I can imagine that. It's pretty tight surface area. Like even the modern Nintendo Switch is a little too small of a controller for my comfort. I like the mouse and keyboard of a computer. That's my favorite playing system right now. My first one was the red Game Boy Pocket. Oh, there you go. Oh, we got more comments here. I just added more than 100 doors to help my Lego room get more space. There you go, Dusty. That's awesome. Chrome says, yeah, my house is a 624 square foot apartment, so space is at premium. To build large-scale mocks, a lot of sets had to go. I get it, Chrome Vader. That makes sense. Totally understood. Respect, actually. I got the complete D&D CMF for Christmas. Hey! You want the complete series. They're all good figures. Make sure we got all the comments here. Most of my videos are childish to special ed level, so if I can do it, anyone can. There you go. Yeah, see, Grumpy J is living proof that you can fire up the YouTube and have fun. That's for sure. Definitely worth checking out Grumpy J's live stream, especially the Grumpy J Monday stream. When he's able to do it on Mondays. He missed, I think, last Monday because he was not feeling well, but definitely check him out. I don't know what content to do. Well, see, Tegan, I would be interested to see what kind of mocks you're building. That would be a very good place to start. But, you know, you don't have to. But if you do, I'd be happy to subscribe. So. Trevor Teen said, I had the original Advance. It was the worst Game Boy ever. Now it's one of the best if it's modded with a screen backlight. Yes, I remember the Game Boy Advance having a dark screen. And you really just needed to be like right next to a lamp to see what you were doing. But if it has a light in it, that would make it a lot better. I could see that. If you want to build a giant zoo, look up Dusty's videos. He's got the largest zoo I've ever seen. Yes, look up Dusty's videos if you want to see a zoo. SP is the flip-top one. Okay. I think I know. Yeah. Game Boy is. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Are you going to be getting the Switch too? I don't even have the original Switch, Notch's brother. I need to get an original Switch so I can play the original Switch games, but one day. I've just been busy. I don't play as much video games as I used to. Looking forward to the Switch 2 this year. Giving my wife my OG Switch. There you go. Good. Your wife will appreciate it, I'm sure. I never play my Switch anymore, so no real need for the 2. Yeah, that makes sense, Trevor T. If you're playing like PC or a different console, makes sense. All right, Scott Schiller says, yay, thanks for the stream, Mark. C-3PO is built. Nice minifigs in that set. Absolutely, Scott Schiller. Thank you so much for joining the stream, and I'm glad you got your set built. I'm also glad you're doing okay after your surgery. I hope you continue to mend very quickly. I love to start a YouTube channel, but I couldn't care less about video production. That's why I stick to Instagram. There you go, Notch. I understand. YouTube videos are fun, but they are a lot of work. I can understand that. Ninjago Wolfpack says, what are you building? Well, we weren't building today. We're actually sorting Lego, but we're pretty much wrapped up. Just got some transparent pieces here, which we can dump into the transparent pieces bin because they all go together right there. And that'll do it. One lime piece right here. So we're done with the sorting for today. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like on your way out. We should be back next weekend because that's the first weekend of February. I think it's like the 2nd or so. So we should be back with at least a sorting stream or perhaps a building stream. But then after that, I'll be at Atlanta BrickCon. I think that's the weekend of the 8th and 9th, if I'm not mistaken. So won't be any stream here, but I'll try and get a live stream at the convention and show you guys what's going on. So keep an eye out for that. I'll schedule it well in advance. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We're going to end it here. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Peace.